Hello everyone. So we are back with the session on goal setting where we were discussing about the procrastination. So in procrastination, in the last session, we have discussed about how procrastination affects, stops you from achieving your goals in your life. Now, you might be thinking that procrastination is something related to managing the time, and goal is something what we want to achieve in our life. So, how they can be related, and how one thing can affect the other thing? How this procrastination, which is specifically related to managing the time, can be the reason of delaying the goal, can be reason of stopping you from achieving the goal. How? If this question comes in your mind, then yes, it is a valid question which comes in your mind, that how these two things which are entirely different from each other can be related to each other, can be affected by each other. The reason is, if you know that goal setting, if we talk about SMART goals, we have discussed about the last thing, that is T, that is time bound. There in goal, time is coming, that if we do not achieve the goal on time, it is either the achieving the thing goes in waste, or else we are unable to get the desired results which we were supposed to get by achieving those goals. So when we talk about procrastination is again related to the time. What happens is, people do set the goal, but they do not start the goal, they do not start working on the goal, and there the procrastination enters and stops you from achieving your goal. A very small example is a person who wants to establish his own entrepreneurship, who wants to start his own business. He just set the goal of starting his entrepreneurship, and he thought that, okay, in next 6 months I'm going to start out with my enterprise, with my business. But he today, let's say he says, okay, today let me start working on that. He says, not today, I'll do it tomorrow. What happened? What just happened? What he did? He just postponed that event of planning about the business to the next day, that is tomorrow, which is never going to come. And that is where the postponing of the thing brought into existence the procrastinating nature of the person in this event to successfully achieve the goal, to stopping him from successfully achieving the goal. And that is how the procrastination is directly related to the goal setting. A very small example, that you might have set the goal that I want to clear my clothes, my room. You keep on postponing. There are two reasons for procrastinating the thing. One thing is, the thing looks to be very big, the entire room, so many clothes, stuff, everything, the drawers. How I'm going to do that in just one day? So that again becomes one of the reasons that you procrastinate, because you're afraid that either you'll be very tired, or else you won't be able to do that thing. So that becomes the reason for procrastinating the thing. The second reason here is, the thing looks to be so big that you do not want to do that only. You simply want to postpone that thing to the next day, and ultimately you result in by not achieving your goals. Why that thing has happened? That is the reason of procrastination. If you would have told that, okay, today let me start off with clearing my drawer first, clearing my first wardrobe, or clearing my clothes, you wouldn't have procrastinated, and you would immediately have stepped into doing that work. So it simply means that if you want to stop procrastination, one of the way by which you can stop procrastinating the thing is, set these SMART goals. Instead of setting a big one goal, go for setting these small goals for yourself. Those goals are going to be really very easy for you to achieve. That is why just said, go on dividing your goals, make it short, set these SMART goals, and start working on that. Now, The question here is, why do people procrastinate? What is the reason the people procrastinate? So basically, we are going to talk about 9 different reasons due to which the people procrastinate the events. People do not want to work. People do not want to start something which they genuinely want to start. The answer to the question, why do people procrastinate? The first thing is you have a fear of failure. We never want to fail in our life, and that is actually true, whether it is related to you, me, or any random person. No one wants to fail in their life, and this is the fear. The fear of failure stops you from doing something new, trying something new, or doing something which gives you some chances that yes, you might end up failing in this. And that is the reason due to which you start procrastinating the things. Instead of saying direct no, you simply keep on delaying that thing, postponing that thing, so that you do not have to do that. A very small example, and let's say you are being asked, let's take the example from a day-to-day life, right? Being the students, let me give you the example related to your life. Let's say tomorrow you are being asked to present a speech, right? In your morning assembly, you're being asked to present a speech. You're afraid of presenting the speech. You do not want to present the speech. What do? You just find the shortcut of postponing the thing by simply saying, Mom, my throat is not well, or you just take a day off, you just reach late. So whatever you do, you just try out doing something so that you do not have to face the audience. Why? Because you're afraid that you won't be able to present yourself in an effective manner, and ultimately you might end up failing. Again, let's take the example from the corporate world. In corporate, we all know that competition is everywhere. There's a lot of competition in each and every field wherever we go, whether we talk about the uh, organization, whether we talk about the market, whether we talk about amongst the employees, wherever it is, the competition is everywhere. When you enter into the competition, we always enter into the competition where we are pretty sure that we are going to win over that competition. So in the organization, when all of a sudden you are being asked to do a new work, to start doing a new assignment, if you think that you do not have those capabilities, those skills which are required to complete that work perfectly, you'll say, okay, today I'm a bit stuck with some of my stuff, I'll do that tomorrow. You'll again come up with the same thing. You'll just try to find out the reason that you do not have to work on that, right? You'll just try to find out those reasons. Maybe you will even come up with the suggestion saying that right now I'm stuck with 2-3 days work. Why don't you give it to Mr. X, who is free? He can do that thing. So ultimately what you're doing, you're just trying to avoid that thing so that you do not have to work on that project, and that is known as procrastination. That is how you are simply procrastinating the thing and just trying to find out the ways so that you do not have to face the fear of failure in case you fail in doing that thing. See, remember one thing, the step towards success whenever you are going to succeed in your life, you will have to cross that fear. No person in the world have become successful without facing the fear, the downfall in their lives. So many big organizations, let's say you say the name of Tata, Birla, do you think they have never failed in their life? No, but just because of the fear of failure, they have never procrastinated anything in their life, and that is the reason that they are successful entrepreneurs. People give their example. Once you succeed in your life, no one is going to remember your failure. We all know CS, CS, these are really very tough exams, right? People usually do not correct them in one go. People are not, just because of the fear of failure, that okay, this time you fail, next time you'll again fail, you just quit that thing, you do not go for the exams. Just because of that fear of failure, you just put your career on stake. You know what? If you are going to appear for the exam, if you're going to crack the exam, believe me, no one is going to remember how many times you have failed in that exams. They'll only remember your success story, that yes, you used to study so hard. Even if you have not done that, people will just put up some spices and create a success story of yours. So please do not. Yes, I understand that procrastinating the thing is because of the fear of failure. You do not want to fail in your life, but believe me, with this failure, it teaches you a lot of things in your life. Do not stop yourself from doing anything, from achieving anything because of this fear of failure. Keep this fear of failure aside and train your mind in such a way that life is all about learning, and learning comes when you fail in your life. Your success, only success is never going to make you achieve anything in your life. We learn from the failures, we learn from our mistakes, and that is why it is said that never hesitate to do something. Do not procrastinate the thing just because you fear from failure. Second, is it worth the effort? So now the people think, I'm going to put up so much of efforts. Is it worth the efforts to put on these many efforts for doing this stuff? A very small example. Why to put the efforts to set my wardrobe? After 5 days, going to be same only. So why to waste 2 hours? That is how you think that, is it worth the efforts? Come on, it is worth the efforts. Whenever a person is asking you to do something in your life, that is worth the efforts. It is not useless what you are doing in your life. Everything has a meaning. That is why things comes to you. You have been asked to go for a voluntary work, and for that voluntary work, you're supposed to get up at 7 and you'll be back home by 8 o'clock. You just think, is it worth the efforts? Let me just say that no, I'm busy right now. I'll go some other time. I'll go next time whenever we'll have this voluntary activity. Why you are postponing? You're not postponing because you do not want to do that. You are simply postponing that thing because you think that it is useless to put so much of efforts in doing that voluntary activity. See, the things which looks useless to you may not actually be useless. Why we are asking, why the organization wants you to do those voluntary activities? Because they want you to be social. They want you to give something back to the society which has given you so many things. That is the reason why they want you to go for the voluntary efforts, put up these efforts. But you know, most of the people are in the habit of just checking the worth. Is it worth it? Many times we do the things which may not be worth it for the efforts we are putting, but they are important. You go out with your family to have just a scoop of ice cream, and you are traveling almost 20 kilometers just because you want to make your family happy. You want to fulfill the wish of your child. Is it worth it, your efforts, to travel for 20 kilometers just for a scoop of ice cream? Is it worth it? No, that is not worth it. If you say that going for the voluntary activity is not worth it, then that is also not worth it. Many times we have to do the things. We should not procrastinate the things just by seeing the worth of that thing, worth of the efforts. Our efforts will pay back to us in some or the other way. So do not procrastinate just because saying that it is not worth it to put so much of efforts into doing this activity. Do not do that thing. avoiding an uncomfortable situation. You have a business party and you are the newly recruited person in the organization. You do not know anyone, and there are people. What you are going to do over there? You just think that way. What I'm going to do over there? I do not know anyone. So that is going to be a bit uncomfortable situation for you, right? If I'm not wrong, that is what you think, that it's going to be a bit uncomfortable situation for me. You procrastinate. You simply found out the reason for not being into that uncomfortable situation. You do not like going out for the office parties. You do not like that. It is a bit uncomfortable for you. You'll find excuses. You'll find out the reason. You'll say, oh, I have to do this work. I have to go back home early. Why you're doing that? Because you just want to avoid that uncomfortable situation which makes you uncomfortable, and you simply procrastinate. That is again one of the reasons of procrastinating the thing, of delaying the thing. Okay, let's not plan it today. Let's plan it tomorrow. Tomorrow again, you'll come up with a new excuse. Oh, not today. Let's plan it for weekends. That is how you simply want to avoid that situation, and saying this multiple times. Finally, a time will come when the people will say, okay, let's go. If he wants to accompany us, he'll come. You are overloaded and over exhausted. Another reason for this. Just try doing this thing. Go for a jogging for half an hour and come back from jogging. Once you are back from the jogging, just think that you got a call from your boss and start working on that. You'll think that, no, I am exhausted. I cannot work. That is because you are very much tired, or else you are going with a stressful day. You are having lot of work throughout the day. You are over exhausted, over extended with the work, so you simply procrastinate the things. Many times people, the employees in the organization, keep on saying, I'll do this work tomorrow, I'll do this work tomorrow, day after tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Why? Because they are already having so much of work in their hand that they are unable to manage time for that work. The reason may be they might not be in a stage to manage their work properly. That can be one of the reasons, but whatever reason it is, if they are overexhausted, if they are overextended with the work, they will simply use the procrastination to stop doing that activity. Fifth point is, you don't know how to prioritize. For this, I'll just take you to the 4 quadrants which we have discussed in time management, that you need to have the detailed information, detailed knowledge about how to prioritize the work. Either use the 4 quadrant theory, or you can go with the 80-20 rule, where you are just finding out which is the biggest task which I should do first, that is going to accumulate to the maximum work which I'm supposed to do. Prioritizing the task is not an easy thing, which that is not the cup of tea for each and every person. Believe me, it is not very easy to prioritize your task. It takes lots of efforts, lot of time, lot of hard work, lot of dedication, and the true understanding of the work which you are supposed to do. Then only you can prioritize your things. And if you do not prioritize the thing, just because of not prioritizing the thing, you are being forced to procrastinate the things. So it again becomes one of the reasons that why people procrastinate. Procrastination happens because you do not know how to prioritize the work. You do not know which activities of high priority and how should I start. So for prioritizing the work, the best thing which you can do is use the 4 quadrants theory. Always focus on the quadrant second, which says the important work should be done on priority basis, and the things which falls in the quadrant second are the things which are of topmost priority. You have to, you have to understand that what things are of topmost priority and start working on those things. Then only you will be able to avoid procrastination in your life. Sixth point says you are a perfectionist. You just want to do the things, you just want to enter into the task where you can be perfect. You can just show your perfection. You do not want to do anything where your perfection is not shown, where you are not showing you are not being perfect. You do not want to do any of those activities. You just want to enter into the work. You just want to do those work where your perfection can easily be seen. So you are a perfectionist. Many times people just avoid doing those things. They simply procrastinate those things in which they think they are not perfect. Let's say you are very good in in preparing the marketing strategy, but you are not that good in explaining those marketing strategy to your team. So whenever a person will tell you to just present that marketing strategy, to explain that marketing strategy to the entire team, you are simply going to procrastinate. You'll simply say, right now, or maybe you'll come up with a lot of different reasons, and those reasons are known as procrastination. You might come up with, my throat is not working properly, I'm having throat pain, I have to go out somewhere, I won't be able to come for the meeting, I have something very urgent which is lined up in my to-do list. So whatever reasons you are going to give, you will just try to avoid that situation where you'll have to explain those marketing strategy to your team, because you think that you are not perfect in doing that. And second, you are perfectionist means you just do not do a task, do not do an activity until and unless you gain perfection in that. So the same example will take. So first, procrastination you're doing because you are simply avoiding to do that thing, and you will avoid doing that thing till the time you do not become perfect in presenting yourself in front of the team. You are trying. It's not that you're not trying for that. You will be postponing the thing. You'll be procrastinating the thing till the time you are not perfect in doing that thing. And once you gain the perfection, you'll do that. But see, students, you need to understand one thing, that there is nothing like perfection. You cannot gain perfection in your life at any point of time. Let's take the example of the singers, the singer who are the great singer, best singer. Do you think that they are perfect? They do not have to learn anything now. They are not perfect. There is nothing in the world which can be told as perfect. If you remember, I once showed you a picture where a person has perfectly placed all the fruits, apple, in a very straight line. Do you think he's perfect? How you can say he's perfect? A person just trying to take out an apple and everything just comes down. That doesn't make him to be the perfect. So that is what we say, that there is nothing like perfect which exists in this world. So do not wait for the perfect time, perfect moment for you to become perfect to do anything in your life. The time is now. The time which you have in your hand is the right time to do the thing. So do not wait for yourself to be perfect, and do not procrastinate the things. You are just not interested. Yes, interest is again very important thing. Even if we are not interested in any specific topic, we even do not want to listen to that person, right? Or if we are not interested in that personality, if we do not like that person, still we do not, in that case also we do not take part in the discussion. So if you are not interested in doing something, if the work is not of your interest, again you are going to procrastinate the thing. Same way, cleaning the house is such a boring task and you are not at all interested in cleaning that thing. So what you will do, you will be procrastinating. You know, you will even take your bag, you will even start doing the laundry, but you won't do you won't clean your room. You will procrastinate that thing because you are not interested in doing that thing. You do not like doing that thing, and that is why, that is the interest is directly related to procrastination. If the things are of your interest, you will manage the time somehow, but if things are not of your interest, you won't be able to manage the time for that. The 8 points is lack of time management skills. This we have already discussed when we were discussing about how to prioritize the thing, that you lack time management skills. You do not have those time management skills with which you can manage your work effectively and efficiently. And that becomes one of the reasons for procrastination, because the whole day you are stuck with the stuff which could have been done in just half day. And the last is you can't get started. This happens with goal setting also. You know, you set the goals, but you are not finding the right time when to start with the goal. You do not know that when you are supposed to start with the goal, and that becomes one of the reasons that you procrastinate the thing. So these are some of the reasons why people do procrastinate. And see, these reasons are all in your hand. If you want, you can easily control this procrastination. You can easily stop doing procrastination. The only thing is, you will have to take the first step to stop procrastinating the things. Now, ways to avoid procrastination and achieve your goals. How you can click on now button rather than clicking on the later button. So what are the ways by which you can avoid the procrastination? The first way by which you can avoid the procrastination is talk is cheap. Why I'm saying talk is cheap? Talk is cheap because many times you will find people who are just talking and talking, and they are never giving the results. They are never delivering the results. So what is the use of that thing? No, there is no use. So it is very important that you do not focus on talking and talking, rather than you focus on getting the work done. It is very important that your focus is on getting the work done rather than just talking and talking. So the first thing is, talk is for detailing the goal, asking for advice. Unless your goal is to act, deliver a speech, or detailing an instruction, talking alone will not bring you close to fulfilling your goal. Isn't it true? That just by merely talking, you cannot reach the goal. If you really want to achieve the goal, then you are not going to focus on just talking and talking. You will focus on getting the thing done, getting the work done. So it is very important that instead of focusing on just talking, you focus on getting the work done, getting the things done. achieving the desired results. Second is, nothing is achieved without action. The goal should be action oriented, not talk oriented. If you will just focus on talking, you won't be getting the desired result. For getting the result, it is very important that you focus on doing the work rather than just focusing on talking. Have clear vision of what you want to achieve. Make sure you have a very clear vision of what you want to do and what you want to achieve in your life. Until and unless you do not have the clear vision of what you want to do or what you want to achieve in your life, you cannot deliver the desired results. Make sure you focus on achieving the results rather than just focusing on getting the work done. It's an important step towards realizing your goal. Yes, it is one of the most important steps by which you can reach close to your goal. You can achieve your goal. You can step closer towards your goal. Because see, many times in our life, we have come across many people who talk big, but their action doesn't show that things what they usually talk. So we do not want to do the things which are talk oriented. We want to do the things which are action oriented. The thing which matters for us is the action for doing that task, for achieving that task, rather than the talks which we are doing. In talking, we can even say that, oh, I am going to go on the moon. That can be the talk. But are you doing anything to reach there? Are you actually showing that thing? No, if no, then you have not set the right goals and you are just going to procrastinate that thing. Don't make your vision a daydream. See, the going on a moon without bringing any necessary action is just a daydream which you are going to do. So do not make your vision a daydream. And daydreaming is the most common form of procrastination. Believe me, the people who do daydreaming, that is one of the most common form of procrastination which happens with most of the people. People say many things that I want to do this thing, I want to do that thing, I want to do, but in reality, when it comes to the reality check, people action are not that. They say that we want to establish entrepreneurship, but they're not moving towards that. It's a daydream which they are doing. Your actions are not taking them closer to that. So nothing is achieved without your action. The next thing is, you will never achieve perfection. This you have to understand very clearly, that you are never going to be perfect. No one is perfect. That is why pencil have the eraser. If things would have been perfect, why pencil would have required the eraser? Why pencil requires the eraser? If things would have been really very perfect, pencil requires the eraser because things are not perfect. So perfect moment, perfect opportunity, and perfect me. Do you think you will ever get this combination where you says that it's the perfect moment and the perfect opportunity, and here is the perfect me? No. That is never going to come. So do not wait for the perfect opportunity or the perfect moment to do something in your life. If you want, if you wait for this, you wait forever. This is actually true that if you are waiting for the right moment, you will actually be waiting forever in your life. You will never achieve something in your life because there is no such moment which you can say is the perfect moment. Perfection is neither possible nor necessary. Both the things are there. The perfection is not possible also, and along with that, the perfection is not necessary also. It's the hard work which you need, not the perfection. So make sure you are not running behind the perfection. You are simply working for the best. You're simply working to get the best, to deliver the best. Instead, strive to continuous improvement by learning, experience, and implementing your learning. You know, you just have to understand this thing that you won't get perfection by waiting for the right opportunity. Rather, you just have to try doing that thing, and that is going to make you learn new things. The experience, the failure, the learning, the experience, the learning, both they are part of implementing the things. Once you implement the thing, then only you can learn new things in your life. There are few more ways. Yes, there are few more ways to avoid procrastination and move towards your goal. There are 5 more ways which we are going to discuss in the next session of goal setting. So with this, we have come to the end of today's session of goal setting. If you have any doubt related to any of the things which we have discussed today, just ask. Do you have any doubt? No doubts? Okay. If you do not have the doubt, then we are done with today's session. We'll have the next session tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.